Good morning. I just want a public service announcement. Ever since I've had Oro coffee come into my life, I got to be honest with you. I've been able to get on my Blood Wizard skateboard, head over to Blue Plate Coffee, and give some magic mind to my friend Corey. Here's another Talkin Schmit. My name's Schmitty, and today on the show, Amelia Brodka. Blood Wizard. Blood Wizard. Blood Wizard. Blood Wizard! Shop.bloodwizard.com.
Tickety tack.
Hey, it's Corey at Blue Plate, 3218 Mission Street. Come see us. Meatloaf, fried chicken, deviled eggs, Dollar Olympia beers. We're here every day of the week. We got a garden and we got smiles on our faces. Come let us make you happy.
Hello, this is Amelia Brodka, and you're listening to Talkin Schmit.
A little bit of intro.
Yes, this is the moment.
It's cool, like tonight is the night.
Provoking the stoke.
I guess we're dancing now.
Talkin Schmit, dude.
Bipolar as fuck, that guy.
I wouldn't say it was fun.
What do you mean, bro? Christian Fletcher's younger brother.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Big Dog's in. What do you think, Talkin?
We on? Schmitty?
That was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my whole life.
Dude, we need a magazine.
I remember that.
What are Yuns doing?
Black skateboarding history is very important.
Holy shit.
Frisco icon.
What is happening?
Let's hear it for Greg Smith.
Gregory.
Wi-Fi check 1, Wi-Fi check 2.
Okay, hello everybody. We're back with another episode. We keep putting them out here, and we got a returning guest, so I must be doing something okay. This is pro skater for Arbor Skateboards. She's been in the Olympics. She's announced the Olympics. She's president of Exposure. She's got a pretty busy life going. This is Amelia Brodka. How are you?
I'm good. I think I've signed up for too many things right now, so I'm a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But overall, can't complain.
Well, is it busier now than the summer? Because it seemed like summer was like Olympics, X Games, just like traveling all over, Woodward, mano y mano, like just going.
Yeah, but that's fun. I just have to like show up and talk about skating or like go skate with people. That is fun. It is very chill. But event planning and like running a nonprofit and like right now I'm doing some grant reporting. Like none of that is chill. It is like the furthest thing from chill. So going from, the year being pretty jam-packed with travel straight into like what's feeling like the most demanding exposure season to date. Yeah, a little wrung out, but still here. So 13, let's go.
What number are we on for these events? Like how many is this?
This is the 13th annual.
Damn, and you're saying it just jumped up a notch or two as far as like people coming and expectations and all that, or what?
Yeah, it seems like the expectations for this one are high. It's like it has to be our best one ever because there's like multiple sponsors that are like telling us that they're going to dip their toe in this time and then see how it goes, and maybe they'll put us into their 5-year plan. And then there's now a real webcast that Red Bull is paying for, and it's going to be streaming on X Games. And we're also learning how to put up our very own G-Ramp, and all of the logistics of vert ramps are just beyond what I had imagined. So that, and in addition to more skaters coming, so it's just, it's kind of piling up, and really our team is very, very small. We have Jess Robledo, who's our programs director, and we have Gabby, who runs our social media and does PR, and, we do all the other things.
So it's basically you go to the skate park and build a vert ramp down there, and then there's you skate, there's, 3 different events within, or yeah
we've certainly missed having you there, but essentially we have all 3 disciplines. We have bowl, street, and vert, And we have like amateur divisions, we have pro divisions, we even have a 30 and over division in bowl. We have best tricks in street and vert, and then we have highest airs on vert and longest grinds in bowl. So we cram a lot into those 2 days, and you know, it's not just showing up and putting up a vert ramp. It's we applied for the permit a year and a half in advance. So we've already been working for it for that long and looking for sponsors since last May. And then the moving parts that include like getting food vendors there, but all the food vendors have to have health permits and their own insurance, and then getting every little vendor, and this vendor wants to be next to that vendor. And Encinitas says, like, we can only set up between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. And then the guys doing the vert ramp are like, that's impossible. There's no way we're going to finish the vert ramp in time. And, you know, we can print all the little stickers, measure the stairs, make sure, like, the stickers are the size of the stairs, make sure the stickers are appropriately sized by the coping, make sure the city maybe cleans the park this time for it's... Anyway, I don't want to, like, I don't want to bore anyone with all the logistics, but there's a lot. It's not, you don't just invite people and show up and put up a ramp and you're done.
And what city is it?
This is the city of Encinitas.
So it's the Poods Park?
The Poods Park, that's right.
So here's my thing. Can we just go down to Tony Hawk's and grab his vert ramp and bring it over there? Like, why don't we do that instead of just building a whole one from scratch?
Mm-hmm. We did that for a few years. Tony has been so gracious with his demo ramp, and his whole crew that Seth runs. They've been awesome in letting us borrow the ramp. But between the city logistics and how hard the city of Encinitas makes it, and the do within the city of Encinitas, those factors just don't really make it very friendly for setting up the vert ramp, and it's in the grass, and you know, so
damn, you would think Birdman gets carte blanche, like no red tape, it's the Birdman. We're gonna fly a helicopter in, Lizzie's gonna jump out, Nora's gonna high five her on the other side, like it's gonna go nuts.
Yeah, no, they love red tape.
They love it. Tape.
No, they're just
damn.
Honestly, the city of Encinitas responds consistently to their residents, and their residents have a lot of specifics. Like we have to get like a sound study done every time we do an event there, like a professional acoustical study, because the neighbors need things under a certain amount of decibels. It's like there's so many. Like anyway, we're so far into this podcast, and we haven't even said that it's November 2nd and 3rd at Poods Park.
November 2nd and 3rd, which is 5 days after my birthday, which means maybe I can make a special guest appearance, because the weekend before is my birthday. So I don't have that as the excuse this year. I like to dress up. We're doing Halloween at the Symphony with what is it, Psycho. We're going to watch the movie Psycho with a live orchestra for Halloween. Kind of hyped on that.
Cool.
But then after that, I got 2 days to get down to Encinitas, put the metal to the pedal, show up, and maybe take some of the red tape off the parking lot.
Start moving stickers around.
I'm here. Where's the screw? I got the last one. Do you get a lot of that? Like right when you're almost done, does a lot of people show up and they're like, I'm here to help. And you're like, oh, great, we're done.
The tough part is we have to plan all this stuff in advance. So we're already telling people right now, like what their volunteer schedules are. And I realize that we're the crazy people who think about exposure for so long before it happens. But if you're like asking us the week before, like what you could do to help, or if you can be a vendor or anything like that, it's by then everything's in motion. It's really hard to change things up, like the closer that you get. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, so what's the good stuff? It's November 2nd, and there's going to be, do we know what order the events are in?
Absolutely.
And do we know
November
any of the
2nd.
stars that are going to be showing up? Are we going to have like, I don't know, local legend? What was the girl's name that had the ramp in her backyard right there and then stopped skating for a while, but she's back now?
Yeah, she actually did say she's
Zuner,
coming.
that's it. Right,
Zooner.
Zuner. Is she going to
We've
make an
got
appearance?
Arissa True, who's coming.
Ooh,
The Olympic
true,
gold
true.
medalist, Miss 900 herself. She's coming to
You know
skate.
who I'm a fan of is Ruby Lily.
Oh, I'm such a fan of Ruby Lily. I hope she's coming. She might have
She
a
better.
sponsor obligation. We will see.
Ooh, her story is like next level. They got to make a movie about that.
Yeah, she's the best.
She's
she's like my
pretty
favorite
cool.
person to skate with.
Okay, so and then who do we got like for each one? Who are some of the like top people that you're expecting to be podium in for these things? What are your expectations here? What are your expectations of your event?
Well, I am super excited to just see a lot of new faces. I do know there's this girl whose name is Minnie. She's coming out from Thailand. She works with Kenny Reed. She's 9 years old, and she could do like kickflip, backflip, shove on handrails. So that's someone I'm super excited to see. But then she'll be skating against, OGs like Margie Dadal. So that's street. That'll be super fun.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be really exciting.
And do you get like Cara Beth and some of the older ladies to come out, like the legends? It's like from 9 to, I'm not going to age her, but like to the older women.
Yes, they definitely come out. I've not been able to encourage a session for the older generation. I think, they tend to be a bit shy in terms of skating in public. But we've had, for example, Lindsay Pastrana has skated in one of our events recently. Mimi Noop skated in 2013, I want to say. But they all come. Like, Nora's going to be on the mic.
Okay,
Mimi's
so it's going to be
probably
fun and
show
silly.
up. Yeah, it's going to be really funny.
Oh, I haven't
CB just
seen
texted me
Mimi in
today about
so
coming.
long. That's awesome. So it's basically, although it's a contest, it's more of a get together and just everybody's having fun. The competition's just the excuse to make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the things we really pride ourselves on is just making a vibe where everyone feels supported, and there's just so much crowd involvement too and camaraderie that it's not really about competition as much as it is about the community.
Okay. Well, I'm loving the fact that there's been 13 and I haven't been to one. That's so I should have a bag over my head for this interview.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry. Dang it. Well, we got so many. We got Burn Dog's a hop, skip, and a jump from there. Does he usually swing by? Do we get any Thrasher people? Yeah.
Burnett always
Rhino.
comes. Burnett's a hardcore exposure attendee. He comes for the vibe.
He's got the exposure tat.
He does. Yeah. A neck tat right here. You'll see when you see him.
Nice. Does Lindsay have a agent? Because I'm having a hard time getting a hold of her. I've been trying to track her down for like a couple of years. Lindsay, it's me. Just call me back.
Lindsay Pastrana?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I think she has 2 kids who are very involved in gymnastics, and she runs a household in addition to going on Nitro Circus tours, and she's just got a very busy life.
I know. I see that.
Definitely be on the phone.
I know. I would love it so much. I get it. Everybody's busy. We're all busy. When we just try to eventually, like you and me have been working on this for a little while, and then finally it's like, yeah, that'll work. What's up with this guy, JD Sanchez? Tell me about this guy, because he was on the Braille squad across the bay from here, and I met him over at that ramp. And then from what I'm hearing is he bailed the braille scene, and he's just exploding. Like the guy's doing NBDs on vert ramps, and a lot of people are talking about this guy.
Yeah, JD.
And I saw you did something with him, right? Didn't you do a video thing with him or something? Yeah.
Yeah, I skated the braille ramp with him. The ramp is super fun. That was really fun to do. But yeah, he's split off from there. His dad has helped to build another vert ramp up north, which is rad. And yeah, JD is like the body varial mastermind. He did a body varial. No, what was it? Yeah, finger flip body varial 540 at X Games, and it's just like, and he did like a double kickflip frontside air. He's just ripping. He's doing 900s now, and I think he brings just like a totally different flavor to the vert scene. But that JD's definitely on the up and up.
And what do you think it is? Because I don't know if they grow them like that in my neck of the woods, but down where you guys live, 9 years old McTwists are like, that's like eating a popsicle. I don't get where these kids make skateboarding look so easy. Like, how do they do all this stuff so young? It's kind of mind-boggling still to me. I mean, like, I kind of don't care, but then I do care. Like, because sometimes these kids that run the 900s, they already stopped skating before they're 12. But then, like, some of them keep going, and those guys are the ones that just are insane. But I just don't understand how 9 years old is dropping in on vert ramps and then just throwing a 900 out. It's like, it's kind of crazy.
Well, JD's like 16. So
no, but I'm not talking about JD. But JD was young when he was ripping. But there's these little kids that you see, they're spinning.
They're from Japan. I don't know what's going on over there.
Oh, okay.
It's just, yeah, those kids there's so much talent coming out of there. Like AO is doing incredible tricks, and there's just, honestly, from what I've heard, it comes down to mentorship. And I know that Moto is doing a lot to kind of groom the vert scene out there, just in terms of helping to, pass on his wisdom. But also there's a really cool series in Japan called the Flake Cup. And it's like 5, 6, 7-year-olds skating mini ramps like it's a video game. Like they'll do like backsmith heel flip, or like front blunt kickflip 270, like all in a line. They'll just do the most complicated like flip in, flip out. And I got to see this at Uprising Tokyo, and I was sitting there with the border guys, and we were just watching, just in complete disbelief. But it's basically like, I think there's just a lot of support for younger kids there, and then it's just kind of a different culture of like perfectionism and mentorship, and I think all those just kind of culminate in 9-year-olds doing alley-oop 900s.
Like, is that the TV show you're talking about?
No, it's a mini ramp series called the Flake Cup.
But have you seen the TV show that's like where they have like it's almost like it's in Japan, and they're the longest grind, and they keep trying to do it, and then somebody does it, and then the guy has to like do this at a certain amount of time and slide under the moving door. You know about this?
Yeah. I've only watched like snippets of that when it comes through Instagram or something, but I know what you're talking about. It's pretty wild. It's
kind of the best, and I heard they're Americanizing it, and they're going to ruin it. They got to keep it Japanese. It's so sick. They have the interviews, and they're all Japanese, and it's just going crazy. It's so cool. It's like that, I think it's called Castles or something, where like they're running and they have to jump, and there's water underneath them and all that stuff. I don't know. It's pretty fun to watch at night, like if you're just chilling and have nothing to do. Let's talk about the Olympics, though. That was what I really wanted to talk to you about, because you announced some of it this year, right?
I announced all of it.
You announced all of it. Mm-hmm. The street and the park.
Yep, street, park, men's, women's, prelims, finals. I worked for the Olympic Broadcast Services, which basically is the global stream. So that's the worldwide live stream. And it's different with every country. Some countries just picked up the Olympic Broadcast Services stream, where it was me and Graham Bell. But for example, other countries would like maybe have us for the semifinals and then have someone else for the finals, or just do their own thing. So I know like South Africa, Australia, we were on Peacock, but only for the prelims, and then NBC put in Sheckler for the finals. So yeah, we did the whole thing for like the just the general global live stream. I think it's the one that lives on YouTube now and lives on Olympics.com. But there's so much media at the Olympics. Like every country's got their own hosts and their own channels, and yeah, it's kind of wild. But it was a crazy experience.
Yeah, talk about it a little bit, because you were in the Olympics 4 years prior, and that was during COVID, and there's no one there. And then you go, this one was in Paris, right? Mm-hmm. So the first one was in Japan, and there's no one there except for the people that are in the Olympics. And they don't even let like the BMXers go with the skaters. Like if you're a skater, you're a skater. BMX, like nobody's even 6 feet distance, all that crap. The one girl gets stuck in her hotel room the whole time, and it looks like a crazy drama. Like, I don't know what was going on. But then you go from that and you're announcing in Paris, and it's full bore. So what would you think the difference for you personally would have been if you had entered Paris as well, as far as like all the buzz around you and stuff? Would it have been way, like, I guess the question I'm having is, when you were there with no people, it must have been so surreal, because how often do you skate in a contest with nobody? So that versus almost the extreme in contests where it's World Olympics, all these TV, everything. Like, talk about the difference. And also, do you think that it helped acclimate people to the Olympics, having that first one without anything?
Yeah, it's hard to say being an athlete at one and working another, because you're just regarded in a completely different way, right? Whether you're there as an athlete, you're like, in the center of things, you're in the village, all that. But if you're working it, you're completely on the outside. You got to wear your little uniform. You don't have access to everywhere. You're not in the village. So, but I do think, like, looking back at the Olympics that I skated, it's not like a really positive memory, because there was so much, like, there's so much anxiety in just trying to get there. And then when you get there, you have insane amounts of anxiety over catching COVID and being locked away in a hotel for 3 weeks like Candy Jacobs and missing the whole thing. And, a lot of the cool thing about the Olympics, too, is like being in the village with athletes from all over the world, whether it's, skaters or, BMXers or gymnasts or whatever. And just like seeing these people interact and being a part of that. Whereas when we were there in Tokyo, you're wearing your mask, you're trying to stay away from people, because you test every day, and whether you feel sick or not, if you test positive, you're just locked away into a tiny room and you can't like even open the window. So it's really hard to compare the two. I mean, it seems like being an athlete in Paris was obviously way better, because you have this whole experience and it's really exciting, and it's nothing but celebration, I mean, yeah, there's way more people watching you in the stands, but I mean, you feed off that energy, and you're kind of like there feeling the vibe of it, versus feeling like you're just locked away and there's like tons of cameras and like a total ghost town. It's like really quiet at the venue. It's kind of bizarre. And like we learned about all these other things, like, each country has this like legendary house where there's all these like events and parties and like all this stuff, like, or there's so many events happening at night in different areas of the Olympic Village, whether it's throughout Paris or whatever. So there's just like way more that you can appreciate about the Olympics when you're not in a COVID situation?
It looked from my vantage that they really did the ceremony, the opening ceremony. I didn't really see the closing one, but like it seemed next level out on the river. Like you got Tom Shaw rubbing elbows with LeBron James. Like that's kind of special. Like I think these guys were fanning out on each other, you know, like there's different sports people that are not relating to their sport, but realizing that they're big people and stuff. And to have the skaters there, it's still new and stuff, so it seems like this awkward, weird thing, but like it was cool. Like, Bryce is everywhere with the umbrella, of course, and there's just like a lot of like, oh, there's a whatever. But talk about the skateboarding though. Like, do you think that because it's still new, are they learning? Have they improved it? Is it the same? Like from the first one to the second one, did they change anything to improve it, or is it pretty much the same format? The thing to me that keeps standing out after talking to different women that are, you know, involved with it is that it seems kind of last minute. That like they don't really let you know if you're in it until like really close to the event, which I think is a bad situation, especially for people that have anxiety. I mean, if you're anxious about traveling and you're anxious about being in a contest and you don't even know if you're in it, it's hectic, right? So hopefully they fix that. But like, what was the skating like in as far as, you know, all the contests and how they were ran?
Yeah, I think there's still a long way to go to make it a more positive experience for the skaters. You know, it's just a lot of things change all the time. I mean, I think the Paris qualifying experience was better than the Tokyo qualifying experience. I mean, we also paused for a year because of COVID, so it's just, you know, it's hard to compare the two really. But, you know, I think one of the biggest things is these calendars do change all the time. The point system seems like it changes all the time, and people they're seriously planning their whole lives around this. Their families are spending thousands and thousands of dollars to go to all these events, and then you go to an event and your practice is like 45 minutes with 12 people, and to figure out a park course while there's someone else in the bowl and you're only going to drop in like 6 or 7 times, and you feel like your whole life depends on like how you do in each contest. It's just, I feel like it's just not, I didn't have the emotional strength for it. It was like it was so hard. Especially because like skateboarding is already inherently dangerous, obviously, but like we skate because it's not a contact sport. No one's gonna charge at you in full pads and knock you out. Like, you know, you get the park to yourself, you do your thing, you figure it out. But these events, it's like you have to like fight for your turn in the bowl to figure out a run, and that's still the case. You know, and I think that's one of the biggest problems that World Skate faces is just making it a reasonable skate experience for the people who are participating. But in terms of like the Olympics itself, it seemed like it was better because they had more practice time. Like when we were in Tokyo, okay, I understand you're not having to have over 100 people skate the course in one day. It's just, you know, the 20 people that made it. And yet we still barely had any practice, and we had to skate with like 10 people for 45 minutes. And this is like supposed to be the biggest contest of our existence. And other than that, the course was sitting empty. And I'm just like, well, why can't we have more practice time? This course is only for the skateboarders. And they're like, oh no, the schedule was made like 4 years ago, so we can't really change the practice schedule. And it's just like, it's so rigid that it's just shocking. But in Paris, they had way more practice time, you know, and the groups were reasonably sized, and it seemed like people were happy with the amount of time they got to skate. You know, especially they were able to be mindful too of like the heat and things like that. The one thing that I think would be great if they changed is they have prelims and finals on the same day. And I saw like people's performance basically dip because it's incredibly hot. You skate a semifinal and you make it to the final and you have to skate again in the contest. So not only did you not get more practice to like work on new tricks to bring to the finals, but also like you're already exhausted from having skated one contest. So I definitely saw skaters who like did really well in the prelims and then like the finals they just had nothing because the heat just got worse, and here they are skating their second Olympic contest in the same day, and that was kind of brutal.
That's true, yeah. I mean, I remember the combi contest for men's. It would start at like 7 in the morning and end at 7 at night, and they would just skate all day, and you're like, dude, not only do I have to go through all this footage, but like how tired are these guys? Like, here comes Hassoy for run number 40. You're like, dude, chill.
Yeah, imagine if that was like in the heat of the summer, humidity, it's just, that would have been so much worse.
Well, what was the surreal moment for you? Was there anything there, anybody you met, any point during the whole time you're there that you'll always hold, like, I can't believe it, I got a selfie with LeBron, or just, I don't know what it would have been.
It's interesting because working it, you're not in the village, you're not with LeBron, you don't go to the opening ceremonies, we were pretty far. Our hotel was like 2 hours from the venue. We just had to like kind of take trains and stuff every day. Yeah.
So then you and Shex on the train, that seems like the best.
No, Shex was in Connecticut, so at least I was in Paris. But
he was doing it not like I didn't know that. Okay.
No. I will say that the best part was that Alec came, and we ended up getting a hotel actually close to the venue. And the morning after the contest, we were able to get past security and skate the course. And we got to skate with like Pat Duffy and Renton Miller. And
nice.
That was the surreal moment. I was like, what? We're here. This course is all ours. No one's kicking us out. I have no idea how they accepted Alec's lack of credentials. And we just got to have a rad session.
For those that don't know, Alex is your husband.
Yeah, Alec is my husband.
That's right. And actually, I was there when he proposed.
Oh, yeah, at the comedy.
I think I got it on video. Well, what else is going down? You're flying around doing all this stuff. Like, how are your demands for your sponsors personally? Or are you kind of acclimating more into the events and announcing, or are you trying to film a part or anything for Arbor? Like, I know you have a board for Arbor, right?
Yeah, I have a couple graphics out, which is really cool. They've been super supportive. That one, the shiny one, is kind of the newest, and then this one's about to drop. This one's sick.
Oh,
got
nice.
pottery on it. I like doing.
What
pottery.
size are we riding?
I ride an 8.5, kind of square-ish tail. But,
nice.
Yeah.
Same as me.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, this year skating has been really tough. I mean, between traveling to work, all these things, like, it's been so hard for me to stay healthy. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, just
worn down.
Just one thing after another. This year it's just been little stuff like multiple ankle sprains, like concussions, and like
Whoa.
I have this weird thing now. I'm actually having it today. I thought I was going to go skate, but I have like this recurring vertigo from like just getting too much whiplash, having concussions, and it's kind of like messed up my neck, which just like causes like neck pain and like just vertigo. So like if I were to go skate right now, I'd just get super dizzy. So dude, I want to skate every day. I want to skate as much as possible, but it's just this year has like really kicked my ass. And doesn't really feel like I'm delivering on the skate side of things, but I would like to.
Yeah, you will. I mean, you got to take care of yourself first and foremost. I think I have the exact same thing that you're talking about. Like, I have chronic neck and shoulder pain with arthritis, and my neck drives migraines up towards my eyes, like over my head, and I get those vertigo things. Like, last year I got it a bunch, and lately I haven't got it as much, but I think it's for me when I sleep a little wrong, and it's almost like a pinched nerve, but not, and that thing throws off your equilibrium, or I don't know what it is, but it sucks.
It sucks. Yeah, I went to so many doctors because I had it for like months when it first started, and I figured out like it's not, for me anyway, it's not like an inner ear thing. It's literally my top vertebrae in my neck. Like, if I either sleep weird or I'm really stressed out or I'm looking at the computer a lot, like it can cause like this vertebrae at the very top, the C1, to shift. And if that like shifts out of place, everything like becomes locked up. And because your neck is responsible for so many nerve impulses, it can have a lot of effects. So yeah, I'd have like a migraine, and then like just moving through the world, like I almost can't really conceptualize things properly, but then sometimes it's like everything's just spinning. So I hate it so much. It's so frustrating. I can manage it. Sometimes I don't have it for months, but yeah, it started again last week, and I was finally like getting back on my board. I was like, all right, I gotta go shoot an Arbor thing, and then it's like, oh man, I'm like super dizzy. Like, oh yeah, it just happened like literally right now. So yeah.
Yeah, and are you light sensitive too?
If the migraine gets bad, yeah. But
yeah, same. Like I wear sunglasses outside almost. I'm like Salba now. I'm just like always at Sunny's. It's nuts. Yeah. Well, what's good in the Vista area? Like, are you ever around doing anything besides like hustling? Like, do you get some downtime? You know about this Taiwan on spot? That's my favorite Thai food that I've ever had, and I think it's in Vista.
Yeah, we talked about it last time. I don't even know if I've had it since then, but dude, I can't really. I don't have much of a life. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just like work and hope to skate, and that's it's all consuming. It's all consuming.
Are you gonna have some downtime?
Huh?
After Exposure, will it mellow out for the holidays, or?
Yeah, I think husband and I are gonna take some maybe surf trips, some skate trips, get into snowboard season. That's what I'm looking forward to.
You visit family at all, or no?
My family's in Poland, so it's a little hard. I got to see them over the summer. And last year I convinced them that California Christmas was the best idea. So we did. They came last year. And this year they asked if we'd go to Poland, but I don't know. It's a little overwhelming to think about, honestly.
Yeah. You're like, I was just everywhere.
Seriously.
My couch looks so good. It's so nice to be in my bed. Like, oh.
Yeah.
I know the feeling when you just want to just chill at your own zone. So Exposure's coming up, and then probably snowboarding season. Where do you guys snowboard? Do you go up local, or do you like to go find like some really good spots?
I love Mammoth. It's not far. Like, it's a 5-hour drive. It's an easy drive. And that way we don't like, sometimes it's really hard to plan ahead because of the way that our lives are structured around these events and things that pop up. We can literally just get in the car and go to Mammoth. And they've been getting so much powder. The past 2 years have been really good. And I've been falling in love with it again. It's so fun, just like cruise through the trees on a powder day. So, man, I'm looking forward to that. It's supposed to be a good season again. That's what they're predicting.
Okay. Do you want to do a little this or that?
Sure.
We always start out with pie or ice cream.
I can't choose. Next.
Front side or back side?
Front side.
Surfing or snowboarding?
Snowboarding. Surfing's
Rap?
too scary.
Rap or reggae?
Reggae.
Chinese or sushi?
Sushi.
Skate park or half pipe?
Half pipe.
Popcorn or watermelon?
Watermelon.
Dog or cat?
Both.
Oside Park or Vista Park?
Vista Park.
X Games or the Olympics?
X Games.
Gold medal or skater of the year?
I think Skater of the Year needs to honor some women, so I'm gonna have to go with gold medal because, come on,
Yeah.
slacking. Y'all are slacking over there.
Okay, this is a good point. I want to talk about this. For Skater of the Year, what do you think about having a women's division?
I'm down for it.
What do you think the ladies would say though? Do you think is that disrespectful? Like, no, we're skaters. We want to be in just Skater of the Year, or should there be because I've looked at this for a long time and I'm like, man, it's going to be pretty hard. It seems like to compete with Jamie Foy has 3 parts and he's front crooking El Toro. It's like he's going bananas, right?
Can you think of any non-dude who's actually made a SOTY run, releases multiple video parts leading up to November? I mean, no, and there's a good reason for that. Okay, I'm gonna go up against Nyjah and Jamie Foy. That's
what I've been trying to kind of hint at. I think it would be appropriate to have a women's SOTY.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of want to throw it out there and see if it sticks, basically. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of always been the same argument, right? Just a couple years ago, people would be like, well, why do you need a women's division? It's just skateboarding, just skate with the dudes. But it's, there's something to be said for, feeling like you have a chance, And I as much as I, appreciate wanting that to be a level playing field, I do think if it were a separate category, you'd see more Nora video parts, or Lizzie video parts, or Nicole Haas video parts, whoever's out there filming these days, they would have something to strive for because they're not they're not gonna try to put their name in the hat for it. It's just
let's do it. Introducing the world, Women's Skater of the Year.
We tried to do a low key implication of it, like a guerrilla marketing for it. Years ago, Exposure made these stickers called G SOTY, girl SOTY. So I'm not going to say that we came up with it right now because I think it's been in talks for a while. And even last time we did this, we talked about it. But come on, let's just do it.
Hey, you know how our Skater of the Year party could be a lot better? Is if we had one other award and a lot more girls at it.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would be offended. Of course, someone wants to just be Skater of the Year, but yeah.
We're trying to evolve. This upcoming election is scaring the shit out of me, and we don't get political here about holy hand grenades. It's going to be a wild one.
I feel like no matter what happens, there's going to be people that are going to be really mad, and it's going to be scary.
So, yeah, 100%. When you're traveling long distances, what's your go-to? Do you stay up all night and then just try to sleep, or do you bring books, or you listen to things, or play games? What's your go-to on a 20-hour flight or something like that?
I definitely try to sleep. I try to just get on the schedule of where I'm going. I try to get ahead of the jet lag and plan out.
So change your watch, start eating on where you're going.
Yeah, that one's harder because I'm I'm hungry now, so forget it. But yeah, just trying to dial back on the coffee and sleep at the right time. But yeah, I read a lot of books. That definitely helps.
Okay. And then we'll just end with, my favorite discussion. What's going on with F1? And I hear next year is going to be bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, it's been a really exciting season. I think just watching the fight between McLaren and Red Bull. It's super exciting, and watching Danny
I can't believe they
Ricciardo-
kicked Ricardo off.
I can. He's not been performing very well. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's they've got a lot of people in line for those seats. So
Damn, who do you think's going to take it?
the constructors or the drivers?
The drivers.
It's still gonna be hard to beat Max, I think, but Lando could do it. He could. It depends on if McLaren tells Piastri to kind of back off,
That's where it gets weird. I love
they let them fight. They let them fight in the last couple of races. I'm like, no. Why don't you just let Lando go? Oscar can have his day, but Lando needs the points right now. This is serious. Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to see Hamilton in that Ferrari next year, just crushing it. You know me, man. I'm a Hamilton fan through and through.
I'm wondering. So my wife's family's huge Ferrari. So I'm wondering what that's gonna mean for them next year, because we kind of were just not that into Hamilton because he was winning all the time, but now he's not that guy, so I think we can welcome him into our hearts if he wears the red.
Yeah, I mean, he got cheated out of his championship back in 2021, and that still bothers me. And he's got to get that championship, man. He's got to break that record.
That was a crazy one. Oh my God.
That's insane.
Well, do you ever come to San Francisco?
I haven't been there in a really long time. It's been years.
Well, if you ever do, please contact me and let's have dinner or meet up for a coffee or something.
Yeah, well, it's same. If you're in San Diego, come over. We'll watch
Taiwan on November 1st, dinner.
No, not November 1st. I will be putting stickers throughout the entirety of Poods Park, banners, vert ramp, scheduling practices.
Okay, I'll get it to go and bring it down to Poods Park.
That would be so amazing. I would
coconut rice, a little that place is delish. I love it. Well, hopefully I'll see you. I'm actually working on it. I always say this, but it is in my heart, and I do think about it, and I do want to try to be there and support you guys. I haven't seen a lot of you in a long time. Alicia, I haven't seen in so long. Would she be there or no way?
Alicia will be on the mic with Kristen Ebeling on Sunday.
Oh,
so
nice. Okay. There. Nice.
Dude, everybody's going to be there. You should definitely come. I mean, honestly, it's a really good vibe. A ton of people from the industry come out, even if they're not skating. You'll see Chris Roberts on deck. You'll see Michael Burnett on deck. You'll see Christian Asoy on deck. And then you'll see the new rising women skaters ripping it up alongside, the ones that we know and love, like Bryce Wetstein and Ruby Lilly.
Even when it gets dark, the stars still come out to play.
We have street, we have bowl, we have vert. They're coming from 15 different countries. We've got nearly 200 skaters. We've got tons of vendors. We got delicious food on site. It's a whole vibe. You got to come on out November 2nd and 3rd. And if anybody can't make it, we will be live streaming the day when all the pros are skating on November 3rd on X Games YouTube channel.
Okay, so if you're in California or Arizona, you don't have an excuse. Get down there, Poods Park, November 2nd and 3rd. And also, if you're not close enough, you can tune in on YouTube and check it out. And you might even see me somewhere near the deck. I don't know if I get deck access, but if I'm down there, you might see me behind 3 or 4 people jumping up and down doing something. So we'll see what happens. I got friends down there, so I got a place to stay.
Yeah, doggy!
Well, thanks so much for taking the time. I appreciate it. I know you're a busy person.
Thanks for having me, and sorry to just be kind of rambling. My brain is completely scrambled in event mode.
It's the best. That's all I do. I got this stuff. I don't know if you've heard of it. Have you heard of Magic Mind?
No.
It's like this liquid. It's like a little shot glass, and you just drink one a day, and it basically is like fermental clarity kind of thing. It's almost like coffee, but like in a more natural, like it doesn't get you shaky or anything, but it just gives you focus and all this stuff. You might want to look into it. It's kind of cool for like, especially when you're stressing and trying to juggle like 20 things. It helps you with a little bit of focus, especially with me, because I got like, I think I'm not diagnosed, but I might have ADHD. I'm not sure.
What is it called again?
It's called Magic Mind.
Magic Mind. Do you get that online or like at the store? Where do you get it?
Well, funny you should ask. The good people of Magic Mind and I have gotten together for an incredible offer. If you go to magicmind.com/Schmit40, use my code Schmit40 and you'll receive 40% off your subscription. This is available only for the first 10 orders, and I'll have the info below in my description. Get there while you can and increase your focus today. Remember, Magic Mind emphasized their commitment to using only the highest quality clean ingredients. So get to magicmind.com/Schmit40 and start your subscription today.
Side effects may cause producing more, not needing coffee, increased amounts of focus, a reduction in anxiety, and more time to enjoy life.
You'll see when it comes out. It's going to be interesting. Maybe I'll get them to sponsor Exposure.
That'd be dope.
You're always looking for sponsors, right?
We're always looking for sponsors. Absolutely.
Well, I'm always looking for an Exposure shirt, too. Can I get a shirt if I show up?
Oh, hold on. I got one for you right here.
Ooh, I like that. Nice.
There's one with your name on it if you come here.
Okay.
Come to the event, but if you don't, then I don't know, you'll have to buy one online, pay for shipping, all that stuff.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully, yeah, cool. I'm looking forward to trying to do this. I just can't commit to anything these days, but I'm going to try super hard.
I understand. But thanks for thinking about it. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to shout it out on your podcast, and thanks for doing all you do.
Yeah, seriously, big love. Like, you always chime in. Like, if I need something and I reach out to you, you're always totally down to do little like first impression or help this or give me some questions for this person. I appreciate all that. So I want to say that too. And thank you so much for everything you do. You've been killing it, and it's fun to see people that I know doing rad things out there, and you're one of those people. So
well, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support, appreciate the love. Hopefully you and I can like catch a session one of these days, you know. We're both healthy skating. Wait, are you skating these days? How are you doing?
I haven't been because I'm really jacked. I got like that thing I was telling you about, but I've been going to acupuncture, physical therapy, and I'm supposed to go get these weird shots that they put in your neck that numb two sides, so the middle thing that hurts can't feel it anymore. I don't know. I got to talk to Danny Way about going to Mexico, maybe. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, I do have somebody down here I could definitely recommend you go to if you come down when it comes to the neck stuff, because I'm dealing with it too. And yeah, I hear you. The migraines that come along with it, it just bummer. Yeah, it definitely helps. It definitely helps.
Well, take care of yourself. I hope that gets better.
Thanks, man. You too.
And say hi to your husband for me.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
Awesome. Thanks. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
And now, a word from our sponsor, Oro Coffee. That's some damn good coffee. Order 1 or 6 bags at orocoffeeroasters.com.
Y'all like music? Because you're listening to SMFM.
Hello, one and all. Greetings from the SMFM. Greetings, the SMFM family. On this day, on this night day, happy night day to those who celebrate, we are going to travel to Sacramento, California to listen to the band, the great band, Piss Baptism. Their song is called Tower of Silence, and it's like a baptism, but only it's in piss. Enjoy. My family, my SMFM family. I feel rejuvenated. I've converted. I've seen the light of piss baptism. And if you want to see the light from that little screen, you can follow them, find them, grab a shirt, grab a tape. I think they got vinyl. I don't know. You'll have to ask Piss Baptism from Sacramento, California, all right? Find them at Piss Baptism. Easy as that. Now, run on, commit good deeds, and testify. Farewell from SMFM. See you next week.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talkin Schmit. You can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts. When you subscribe, you'll get notifications every Tuesday of new episodes the minute they become available. Also, please leave reviews and a 5-star rating. It's the best way to help the show grow. All of the episodes will always remain free, but if you would like to help support the show, you can do so at TalkinSchmit.com, where you can pick up some merchandise like t-shirts, beanies, hats, and stickers. The website has an entire archive of all of the episodes, with extra photos and videos. Email us with any suggestions, comments, or ways that the show may have improved your life at talkinschmit@gmail.com. All interviews are conducted, edited, and produced by Schmitty. The intro music is Mary's Cross by the band Nature. A very special shout out goes to the executive director, Sharal Camisa.
Shout out.
Love it! This is Talkin Schmit, where the Rolodex is deep, but the conversation is deeper.
Keep the wheels greased.